The power of positive thinking. Many ask me, what is positive thinking really? What does it look like and feel like? And how do we really achieve it? Hi, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, your host, psychologist, and the founder of Happiness is Love. Today, we are going to talk about how to really practice positive thinking daily. Are you ready? Positive thinking doesn't really mean that you ignore life's less pleasant situations. So let's say unpleasant emotions. Positive thinking just means that you approach unpleasantness in a more productive manner. And again, we are not taught this, so how to do it? Positive thinking often starts with your own self-talk. Your brain is like a computer and your self-talk is your software. Self-talk is the endless stream of those unspoken thoughts that run through our head all the time. These are called automatic thoughts. These automatic thoughts can be both positive and negative. So what really happens? Some of our self-talk comes from logic and reasoning. Other self-talk may arise from misunderstanding sometimes that creates more pain for us, more hurt because of the lack of proper information or expectations due to preconceived ideas of what may have happened or what may happen. What are some of the health benefits of positive thinking I want to share with you? Researchers continue to explore the effects of positive thinking and optimism on our health and well-being. Health benefits that positive thinking may provide us include the following: increased lifespan, lower rates of depression, lower levels of distress and pain, greater resistance to illness, better immunity, better psychological and physical well-being, better cardiovascular health, reduced risk of death even from cancer, better coping skills during hardships, during tough times and times of stress. So having a positive outlook actually enables you to cope better with life's stresses, which then reduces the harmful effects of stress on our mind and our body. So what does research suggest? Research suggests that positive and optimistic people tend to actually live longer, live healthier. They get more physical activity. They follow a healthier diet and they don't smoke or drink alcohol in excessive. They know their limits. So again, the next question is how to really identify negative thinking. Not sure if your self-talk is positive or negative, you are not alone. Let me share with you some common forms of negative self-talk, and I'm guilty of the same. Filtering. You may magnify the negative aspects of a situation and filter out all the positive aspects. I did this too. For example, let's say you had a great day at work or at school or at college. You completed your task ahead of time and were complimented, let's say, for doing a task very well. This happens to most of us. That evening, you focus only on your plan to do even more tasks and overschedule and forget about the compliments that you received. You just dismiss them. Doesn't this happen? Next, personalization. When something bad occurs, you automatically blame yourself. For example, you hear that an evening out with friends is, let's say, cancelled, and you assume that the change in the plan is because no one wants to be around you. Doesn't this happen to us? Catastrophizing. You automatically anticipate the worst without checking the facts, and you assume that the worst will happen. This drive-through coffee shop gets you a wrong order, let's say, and then you think that the rest of your day will be a disaster because of this wrong coffee that I was offered today. Blaming. You try to say someone else is responsible for what happened to you instead of taking responsibility. I'm guilty of the same. We avoid being responsible for our own thoughts, our own feelings and actions. Saying you should do something. You think of all the things that you think you should have done or you should do and blame yourself for not doing them and being hard on yourself. Perfectionism, keeping impossible standards for yourself and trying to be perfect every time and then setting yourself for failure. Doesn't this happen to us? You can learn to turn negative thinking into positive thinking. The process, believe me, is simple, but it requires your practice. It requires conscious effort because you're creating a new healthy habit, and it is possible. You can do it. Following are some ways to think and behave in a more positive and optimistic way. And I thought I'll share this with you because this is something that really helps me and my clients. Identify areas to change. If you want to become more optimistic and you want to engage in more positive thinking, first, identify areas of your life that you usually think negatively about. Whether it's your work, your health, your daily commute, life changes, or your relationships. You can start small by focusing on just one area to approach in a more positive way. Think of a positive thought to manage that stressful thought instead of that mental noise. Check yourself periodically during the day, and this is something that I do. Stop and pause and evaluate. What are you really thinking? If you find that your thoughts are mostly unhelpful or unhealthy, try to find a way to put a positive spin to it. Be open to humor. Give yourself permission to smile more or laugh, especially during tough times. Believe me, it helps. Seek humor in everyday happenings. When you can laugh at life, believe me, you feel less stress about life. Following a healthy lifestyle is non-negotiable. You want a healthy mind? You want a healthy life? You have to have a healthy mind. Just 30 minutes of exercising every day. Taking breaks for just 5 to 10 minutes during the day will really help you rewire your brain. We all know exercising is good for us, but why? Because exercising actually impacts our mood. It reduces stress. Follow a healthy diet to fuel your mind and your body. Get enough sleep. Sleep is health, and learn techniques to manage your stress. And this is something that I've done too. Surround yourself with positive people. Make sure that those in your life who are around you are supportive and positive, who lift you higher, who believe in you, who believe in your life goals, and not just offer you unsolicited advice all the time. Because negative people actually increase your stress levels and make you doubt your own ability to lead a more healthy life. Practice positive self-talk. Start by following one simple rule. Don't say anything to yourself that you won't say to anyone else. Be gentle and encouraging to yourself first. Show that compassion to yourself first. If a negative thought enters your mind, please catch it, check it, and change it with something good about yourself. Think about the things that you are grateful for and thankful for in your life. Here I have some examples for you of negative self-talk and how you can actually apply a positive twist to them so that you can feel more optimistic. Putting positive thinking into practice is possible, and let's do it together. Negative self-talk versus positive thinking. Let's look at it. I've never done this before. I can't do it. Positive thought, it's an opportunity to learn something new. Negative thought, this is too complicated. I can't do it. Positive thought, I can tackle it with a different approach. I will try it. Negative thought, I don't have the resources. Positive thought, necessity is the mother of all invention. Negative thought, I'm too lazy to get this done. I'm not confident enough. I can't fit this into my schedule. Positive thought, let me re-examine my priorities and try and get this done. There's no way this will work. It can't be done. I can try and make it work. This is too radical a change. Is it even worth it? Let me take a chance. Negative thought, no one bothers to communicate with me. Positive thought, I'll see if I can learn healthy ways to communicate and practice better communication skills. I'm not going to get any better at this. It's really too much effort. Positive thought, I'll give it a try. See the difference? Practicing positive thinking every day boosts our immunity. If you tend to have sometimes a negative outlook, don't expect to become an optimist overnight. It is a practice. But with practice, your self-talk will contain less of self-criticism and more of self-acceptance. You may also become less critical of the world around you. When your state of mind is generally optimistic, you feel better about yourself, you feel better about the world around you, and you're better able to handle life's everyday stresses in a more constructive way. That ability contributes towards your health and your well-being. I hope I could make just a small difference, a slight change in your life with this podcast. I hope you can attain whatever you want by simply starting with just one thing, one tool that I'm going to give you. Start saying, yes, I can do it. And not, oh, this is too hard, it is too difficult, I can't do it. There will be many challenges. The way is to say, I can do it. This is a challenge that I will overcome. I believe in you. We've got you. We are cheering for you. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and we hope that you have a fabulous day ahead and you are successful in practicing positive thinking. Start small. Start with small decisions, small choices, and small promises that you make for yourself, and see the magic unfold in your life. Stay tuned for more. Until then, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep inspiring.